and happy Wednesday, I believe it is. Thursday, everybody. Wow, the days are flying here in the crypto world. We are having a fantastic week. And you know what? I'm not even going to say happy Thursday tuning into another live because actually, what you're tuning into if you are watching the show is a master class. Okay, we are giving you the juice each and every single day, updating you on the news that moves the markets, important things to keep in mind, important kind of catalyst events. And also, Rob is giving you the blueprint day by day as to what exactly to look for. Now, yesterday we came on and we said what all the important levels were for Bitcoin. We didn't have time to get into any altcoin setups, but we smashed all of them in the group. So many shorts. I mean, it's just been a wild ride, guys. And then we just saw what looks to be like a short squeeze. Rob will go over that with us in a minute, but we have been absolutely crushing it. So if you're tuning into these lives, you are getting invaluable information. If you like that, hit the like, smash the subscribe, hit the notification bell because we are rocking and rolling. And as always, guys, there is no better time than now to get in the group if you're not in already, because it is a no-brainer, because it is free. The link is in the description below for our VIP Telegram called The Hive, the biggest buzzing trading group on the internet. So do sign up to that and we'll give you a $100 bonus for any deposit. $5, $10, doesn't matter. Transfer it to your futures. We will pay for your trading tuition. So we're going to get to the good stuff now. There's been a lot of news, mainly a lot of like geopolitical news. Okay, there's a lot of stuff happening in the world, and it could be causing a little bit of uncertainty in the markets, but we're just sort of in that inflection point where maybe we're sort of trying to make a reversal, looking to see if we're going to bottom out here or what's next for Bitcoin. So we'll look at those important levels in a minute. But first, we're going to go over some of this crazy news, okay? A lot happens in a day. I feel like, you wake up and it's things are just going crazy. So I've been posting, the team has been posting about news and analytics in the Hive. So we're going to go over some of that now. And then some of the alpha, okay? One thing we did get was the inverse Cramer signal on stocks. Jim Cramer comes out and tells investors to avoid buying stocks. So you all know what that means. Then we have the U.S. trade deficit falls to the lowest level in 2009. Okay, I'll go over jobless claims in a minute here because those came out as well. India's stock market records biggest drop in over 4 months as U.S. tariff concerns resurface. So obviously these tariffs are causing to kind of like a little bit of chaos throughout the world, right? Nobody really knows how this is going to settle down. And, with the countries where we haven't reached the agreements that Trump wants to reach, then it's going to be a little bit chaotic until we reach that sort of like middle ground. Google officially surpasses Apple to become the second most valuable company in the world. Something's going on. $1.8 trillion Morgan Stanley to launch crypto wallets this year. So that is a huge, huge thing. Okay, there's so many, as I say, each and every episode, I've been saying it literally the whole month of December. And we've been saying that there's still a bullish bias as far as all the indicators that we've been seeing, as far as another pump. Now, a new all-time high, that remains to be seen. But another sort of run up for Bitcoin does look to be in the cards if certain factors play out. Now, what's really actually causing the market and people to talk is all this talk about the geopolitical stuff. So first off, President Trump is considering paying Greenlanders up to $100,000 per person to leave Denmark and join the U.S. I mean, that's pretty crazy, guys. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. But President Trump has his sights set on Greenland, and it doesn't look like he's backing down anytime soon. He does have a potential Federal Reserve chair to be announced. A 40% chance it's Kevin Warsh, who thinks Bitcoin may serve as a sustainable store of value like gold. We all know whoever he gets in there is going to be pro-Bitcoin, pro-crypto, and that is only good for our industry, right? Vanguard has allowed more than 50 million clients to access spot cryptocurrency ETFs for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. Those are the ones to keep an eye on, guys. Those are the ones that they can start to swoop in and sort of silently accumulate. Big money is accumulating. So U.S. jobs claims, this is U.S. initial jobless claims, actual 208,000, expected 213,000. So it seems that it came in a little bit lower than expected, which is good. And the previous was 200K, right? So we did not reach that $213,000 thousand people mark. We're at 208,000. Now, Israel is very happy with the United States. They come out and it says, we have a great friend in the United States of America and the greatest friend that Israel has ever had in the White House by a long shot, President J. Trump. Okay. But on the flip side, there's a lot of tension happening in Iran as there are protesters, and Trump says that if anybody is killed in Iran, rest assured they will get hit hard. So there's a lot of like stuff going on in the world right now. And Iran enters a digital blackout amidst intensifying protests. Okay, so they're protesting the collapse of the rial and a soaring inflation rate. Guys, this is the year of the Great Reset. The financial system is broken, and we are seeing it start to have that ripple effect across the world now. Things are changing, things are different, and it's important to get on that train before it just leaves you behind in the dust. Because you've got, just buy Bitcoin. Okay, this is an ad to buy Bitcoin. That's what I'm saying here, not financial advice. It's just there couldn't be a better ad in the world for it. As you saw, Venezuela, their currency, I mean, it's been inflated by over 99% or something like that. Just terrible things with the current monetary system. So Trump also has his eye on Cuba. Trump says Cuba is hanging by a thread. They're in a lot of trouble. He's now eyeing Cuba and trying to figure that out. In fact, I have a funny meme for you guys in just a minute. But Vice President Vance says to Europeans on Greenland, take the president of the US seriously. So they're very, very pushy about the Greenland thing. Now, for everybody who's living in Europe, this is a new thing that came out. EU DAC8 reporting now active. Exchanges must share user identities and trade histories with authorities in Europe. So if you live in Europe and you haven't KYC'd or you haven't figured out your taxes yet, you got to get on that. You got to figure it out, because there's going to be a big push coming, and it already has happened in the UK to get that information. All right. So Treasury Secretary Bessent says millions of Americans may see the largest tax refund of their lives this year. That is amazing news. So they're very much trying to push a narrative to make the people happy. You better believe my number one theory and thesis on this channel is that Trump wants to go into midterms piping hot this year. So if we have a sell in May, go away situation, we kind of have like a little bit of a choppy to consolidating to corrective summer, and then start like that Q3 start to be bullish again. That could be an interesting thesis. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. But last but not least, the Cohen report says the golden age of crypto deregulation is here. President Trump is fully committed to the crypto sector. What could be better, guys? What could be better? It's been the craziest, most amazing year, on a macro and fundamental level for crypto in history. The price maybe hasn't caught up with that yet, and altcoins have been hit hard, but I am very optimistic about what we're going to see happen this year coming into midterm. So that's just a little bit of the news there. We're going to go over some of the results from the group where we've been absolutely smashing it, but I just thought that this was a funny meme that I'd share with you guys here. It's oops, I still have the video up. Sorry about that. It's President Trump shopping for countries on Amazon. He's got his eyes on Canada, free delivery by Sunday, Greenland, and Panama Canal. So this is just sort of summing up how our world is looking right now, guys. It's really, really crazy. If you're feeling like it's moving at lightning speed and it's a lot, like, let us know in the comments. But this is a revolution. This is a very much like a great awakening across the world, and we are here for it. So it's a pretty amazing time to be alive. And on that note, Rob, what's going on?
Oh, nothing too much. Actually, a warm day out where I live. So after the show, I'm going to be taking my dog outside to go play a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, actually, we had a perfect day here. I'm in sunny Southern California. You can't see it, but there's the ocean right behind me. And oh my goodness, it is wonderful. But it's a little windy. But a warm day on your end, that's definitely something to take advantage of.
It hit 60 degrees, which is crazy. So it's like scorching hot here.
Okay. Watchman, I see you said my screen is frozen. If anybody else is having trouble with my connection or I'm lagging, let me know. I don't think so, but yeah.
A few minutes.
Okay, so I'm okay now, though. It's all good now, you guys? Okay. Yeah, hotel Wi-Fi. Sorry, guys, a little bit dicey, but yeah, I hope you got most of it. And the gist is that things are, we've got a little bit more of a rocky road before things settle down and we're smooth sailing. I mean, a revolution is never easy. It's never a bed of roses. It's never just like straight, smooth line to the finish line. So we're going to have some shakiness, but that volatility in crypto creates opportunities, as we saw in the group yesterday.
Yeah, so we got some good volatility. I mean, the crazy thing, right now is something it's world changing. What's going on is right now, and in my opinion, like the Venezuela thing, now Iran, there's a lot of red signs going on with Iran, correct? And yes. The one thing that's like kind of like behind the curtains on this is a lot of people that aren't talking about that I was just kind of just listening to is those two areas are huge in exports and fuel, correct? And crude oil and barrels of oil and stuff like that. Who's their biggest buyers? It's China. And those are both getting, so I think that's 75. So if I was reading correctly and I remember correctly, that's 75% of China's supply of oil right there that where they buy from. So that's a pretty big deal right there. So this is definitely going to have, if Venezuela and Iran both get kind of hit at the same time, we're definitely going to be seeing some changes over in China as well too, just because it's just a big deal in my opinion.
Oh
What's
yeah.
going to happen? I don't know. I mean, that's going to limit their electricity, and then also that's going to limit from China going into I think it's Taiwan if I remember correctly, and they're not going to be able to pursue on getting stronger in AI technology as well too. So it's going to affect that sector as well.
Oh, it's going to affect everything and have a massive ripple effect across the world. China already halted chip purchases from Nvidia. So, I mean, it's things are happening, and obviously, China is getting hit hard by a lot of the stuff that President Trump is doing, and they're not happy about it. So that could cause a ripple effect in sort of confidence across the board, or uncertainty. The uncertainty that we spoke about yesterday, that could create some uncertainty before things sort of settle and the dust settles.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly from reading, I mean, don't quote me on everything. I just
Mhm.
some things I just scanned over throughout the day and stuff like that. I think it was either 80 or 90% of Venezuela, the oil they were selling, was going to China.
Right.
So and now it's like, okay, either one of two things. One, if they get to keep buying it, the money's going to be coming kind of to the U.S. or something like that as well too, to both or something like that. Or two, it's not going to be sold to China, and that's going to be a big deal. Then if Iran like I said, if Iran gets hit as well too, or something happens between us with on Iran, there goes two major supplies to China of the most valuable stuff in the world as of right now, in my
Right.
opinion, which is energy.
Yeah, actually, I just looked this up now, and you're right. It's even higher. About around 90% of Venezuela's oil shipments were going to China. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty
So
crazy.
that's it. That I mean, so that's some things that you're not really hearing in the news medias right now, and that's more of a big deal in my mind. It's like a silent big deal than what people probably realize. That's just a big like it's a big chess play on to the U.S. side potentially. Everything else was going on with Denmark and stuff like that. I think that's something where, if I remember, we're going to buy Denmark, right? Or is it
Right.
not
Yeah.
Denmark?
A big
But that
base on there, military base. Very
It's something
important
with military.
base.
It's
Mhm.
very. It seems like a lot of people want to fight for that area for war reasons or something like that, which is kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
yeah, just the market's it's just a lot of uncertainty, and we're now being in the news wise in unknown territory. So news may start affecting the market in some way. So like we yesterday we ended the show with keeping your head on a swivel, and if you did, good job.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think we should actually show some of those results now afterward in the group, because after we jumped off the live, I mean, we were looking at all the setups, and like, we can only come to you once per day, Monday through Friday on YouTube, and set you up. We've been giving you the blueprint, all of the alpha you'll need. I mean, this has been literally a master class. Now, we won't be doing these lives daily much longer. We will be switching to pre-recorded, but we want to make sure that in this time, while things are settling down and while we are building and getting our program set up, that we do get this out to you. Okay. So, wow, you gave us the blueprint. We jumped in the group and we nailed so many setups. I don't know if you, let's bring your screen up here, Rob.
All right, sounds good.
There we go.
All right. So I'm looking right here, and this is just results from our group from yesterday. A lot of them are short plays. We had somebody that got on the Bitcoin long in the area. We said to come down and support. Floki short. We had some good Floki shorts going on as well. I think somebody posted a TRB short. They got nailed it as well too. Our night shorts are still playing out. So we've been
Yeah.
short night. We were about 25% from our first short. So we had multiple entries on it. FET short we nailed in group as well too. We had some Bitcoin. I was on a Bitcoin short. I closed that at 89,750. Said I was closing up that. So another nice short that was entry, a Floki short. So he's had some Floki shorts. Some of the other group members nailing the Floki short as well too. Another fart short. So we also did fart coin short. Fart coin short. Try saying that 5 times.
Fart short.
That's a hard one. All right. So somebody else now fart coin short. Some more Floki shorts from other people in the group as well too. Another Floki short, and these were all posted in group. And some people like taking profits early. Some people moved up their stops and stuff like that. And it's just one of those things that we just nailed it on this pullback. Like I said, you got to keep your head on a swivel sometimes. Night, some more people nailed night short, Doge short, rats long, and it was just winner after winner in here. And it was just a very strong day on that pullback. And as soon as we kind of closed this all up, everything got a short squeeze afterwards and kind of bounced. I'm not
Right.
sure if any longs that I didn't get to post any longs for that, but the short squeezes happen so fast and they're hard to trade. So whenever short squeeze kind of happens, it's like, is it a short squeeze? Is it not? You kind of come back and wait for the retest and see if the retest confirms. And right now, I'm not opening up any longs just yet because Bitcoin's not showing me what I want to see yet to sit there and be confident in longs just yet. There's a couple of them looking good, but I want a little bit more confirmation first. My kids just got home in 1 second.
Yes, all right. Yes. And that coming from a very experienced trader, guys. So these are the kind of things to look for when you're looking to get into those setups, right? So yeah. So this is something to look for when you're looking to get into setups. I mean, a lot of people when a short squeeze happens, oops, sorry, I'm all over the place. When a short squeeze happens, then they'll immediately want to jump into a long. But that's also like what we teach in the group is how to become a more advanced trader, more successful trader, not just to jump in and follow the pump, because like Rob said, it happens really fast. And then you got to reevaluate. It's not that it's, we're pivoting or we're changing direction. They're hard to trade. So when you become a more advanced trader, when you take our course, which is coming out this month, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that, you guys. We guarantee your results if you follow the strategies in the plan. So that's how confident we are that this is a good product and that it's going to help you on your journey. Okay. But so, yeah, this is the things that advanced traders look at. They look at, okay, well, we just got a short squeeze. We're not going to jump in and chase the pump. We're going to let the dust settle, reevaluate. And now Rob is saying that Bitcoin's not showing him what he needs to see in order to get back into those longs. So why don't we have a look at that and kind of you can let us know what you mean. So that's why I call this a masterclass, guys. And this isn't going on for too much longer. So if you are watching these, we'll be trying to timestamp them. It is just a wealth of knowledge. So go back, rewatch them again over and over until this sinks in, and you will be a better trader just by watching the YouTube. All right. So
yeah, sure. So let's go. What is a short squeeze? A short squeeze occurs when a heavily shorted stocks moves significantly higher, or crypto, forcing short sellers to close their positions, which adds to the upward momentum. This is because of their need to either take profit or cut losses to their shorts. So they're buying to close that adds fuel to the addition here. Sorry, my kids were asking me questions at the same time, and I had to tell them to leave the room.
That's okay. We're multitasking, guys, but this is another thing. Like, you can have a family and be a trader. You can have a very busy life and still be wildly successful at trading. Look at Rob. He's got kids. He's got he's got so many things he's got to take care of, and yet he's smashing it each and every day with us in the group. So I find it extremely motivating and very cool that you can be such a successful trader with all of that.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into Bitcoin here. Let's go ahead. And what am I looking for? And why am I not I think we're getting close to open up longs, but I don't want to sit there and just take a big loss and then it take off here.
Well, so what I'm basically into this, Rob, can you just summarize then what a short squeeze is in just a few words so people understand who are new to the trading?
Basically, a short squeeze is a small rally to the upside, and then it kind of just falls over real quickly. And what happens? So whenever somebody's short in a market, basically what happens is you buy a crypto or stock, and then you immediately sell it, and you just own the money on it. So now when and all you have to return is that stock. All right, you don't have to return the money value to it. You just got to return that stock. So when that price goes back lower, you buy that stock back and you return it to the lender, and now you get to keep the money in the middle. And that's basically how shorting works in a nutshell. So what happens in a short squeeze is that value starts so there's terms on there, and that goes the opposite way. That means you got to return that stock at a higher price, and you don't have that stock, so you got to buy that stock back at a higher price. So, and you're going to have liquidations or stuff like that. So that way you don't get liquidated, or there's going to be liquidation levels. Or are they going to sit there and take your collateral and you're not going to be able to, you're going to lose money out on it. So basically what happens whenever things start pumping like that and starts getting over too close to their liquidation levels or whatnot, what's going to happen is people have to buy back their cryptos or stocks at a higher price for basically losing money on it. But that buying pressure increases the upside to that momentum, and it makes a big candle to the green side. But it's not it's just based off of that right there. There's no news behind it. There's no nothing behind it really. It's just a phenomenon in the market where shorts get it's why they call it a short squeeze. It gets them squeezed out, and then it goes out to the downside. Then also too, remember, people open up shorts, you got liquidity to the upside, and market makers want to take that out. So all that together.
All right. So that's the nuance of short squeezes. And now we're going to have a look at why Rob wasn't convinced about getting into Bitcoin just yet.
All right, so basically what I'm not convinced is we don't got the bullish crossover just yet on the 20 on the Stosh RSI. We are hitting our key level. We were getting for last time I looked at it before the show started, we were getting rejected off the 4-hour SMA 9 and 50. So right now we're moving on it. If we start getting a close above here and then we start holding this area right here, then I'm gonna sit there and say, yes, I am basically convinced. That means this is gonna move up a little bit higher, and we are gonna be actually in it. So I mean, things change from candle close to candle close sometimes, and we're in that level where you guys kind of watch each candle close. So like I see like about 10 minutes before the chart, or about 15 minutes before the show started here, I was looking at this. I'm like, yeah, not yet, kind of waiting. But now we're kind of looking at it. All right, let's see if we close here. If not, I'm gonna be sitting there looking at the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart, like we said yesterday, we may come back up and bearishly retest the 12-hour 9. We didn't really get that far just yet. Right now, we're getting rejected off of Monday's low, which is a big deal as well, too. So we still got to recover Monday's low. And that's right at this level right here, right where we got rejected at 90,400. I'd like to see a break above that one. Then sit there and say, all right, what's that? Oh, yeah, 91,485. We get above that one here, most likely we'll get back up the to Monday's high. But with it tomorrow being Friday here, we're going into Friday, and we keep on getting rejected off that Monday's low with the law of Mondays. There's actually a whole trading strategy based off Monday's open and Friday's closes and what in the stock market. And if you're closing underneath Monday's low, that's showing that there's bearish momentum. There's more room to the downside. And when I look at the 12-hour chart, we're just getting our bearish momentum here, and we're not all the way down yet. We haven't crossed over yet. So it's telling me that we're either in a pivot zone, that where we get kind of chopped out in this area, or if we close above here and we start holding it and we start going up, then all right, we're gonna sit there and look up for breakout trades or stuff like that and go to the upside here. So we're just in that zone where it can turn into a pivot. It can get very choppy in this area, and so it's just kind of more patience, wait for the confirmations. We get the confirmations, all right, we're going to be open up longs. If we don't, we're going to wait and see if we get like a double bottom in this area. If we get back to that 12-hour trend line that we talked about, that was all the way down to it's on a different Bitcoin chart. Let's see if it's this one here. It's not this one here, but I'll make it real quick.
Yep.
So we might still need to come back to this trend line, the 12-hour. This is the bullish 12-hour bullish chotch area as well too. Change of character, buy zone. So it's just we could be going into a pivot area for a bullish pivot. And typically when you get those bullish pivots, things kind of get a little more choppy and gets a little bit harder to trade. Like you'll be like, oh, it's breaking out, and then it fakes out and it goes back down. Like, that was wrong. Then you take a little small loss and it goes back to support. And you're like, and it starts losing support. Like, I think it's going to break down, so I'm going to short it. Then all of a sudden it bounces and it goes back up. And it just goes sideways and you get chopped out of the market. So we might be entering that part of the stage is what I'm kind of thinking right now. But if it holds it and we start getting some volume, then it goes straight up, then all right, we'd be looking for breakout trades.
Right. So we're sort of like in the in-between phase, and we've been in and out of that phase throughout the week. And we've been talking about, sometimes you just have to have a little patience and wait for confirmations. That is what good traders do, because otherwise, just like Rob said, you're going to get chopped up, right? And you're going to get swept up in all the emotions of getting in, getting out, thinking you did something wrong. There's a lot that goes into it. So it does pay off at this point and where we're at now to sort of just wait for those confirmations.
Yep, waiting for confirmations is key. I mean, sure, there's going to be scalps and day trades you can make in there, so it depends on how much time you have in there. Some people in group are posting it right now. As you can see, my kids are going kind of crazy when they came in, and it's just very busy life right now for me. So sometimes I scalp, sometimes I don't. I base my trading based off of what's going on in my life at that moment.
Right. And scalping, man, when we start picking that up again, we'll do some lives in the we'll reserve that for members in the VIP Hive Telegram group. And guys, if you're not already in there for free, it is very limited. We are going to close that the group as a free group as soon as we launch our course, which will be in the next couple of weeks. So get in there now. Start like looking at all the resources. We're going to upload our beginners trading course if you want to kind of like brush up on your skills. But there are so many resources in there. All of the best setups. I mean, it is absolutely no brainer. I see we have a lot more people tuning in now, so I'm going to repeat everything for those who are new here. We are the Hive, the biggest buzzing trading group on the internet, and also going to be fitness group soon. If you know, you know. If you've been tuning in this week, you know what I'm talking about. And let's freaking go, because that 90-day challenge is just around the corner. But the link is in the description below, guys, to get into the VIP trading group for the Hive, and you'll just be sent to our verification bot, which will have you sign up for BYDFI, which supports this channel. They've been absolutely amazing. And you have no KYC necessary. and then you'll be taken to your account where if you deposit anything, $5, $10, whatever it is, for any deposit, we are still allowing the $100 bonus because we have pushed for that for you guys, because we want to create just one of the most amazing groups and communities out there. So we want to give value back to you guys for tuning in, for supporting, and that's just that. So get in the group. There is absolutely no excuse. Tomorrow is our last live. It's Crypto and Cocktails Day, and then we're out for the weekend. So you want to get in there to capitalize on a lot of these setups that are happening. All right, so get in the group and let's freaking go. Back to you, Rob.
All right, so we're going to jump into Bitcoin dominance. This is what determines what way alts are going. So this is going to be a very big deal to watch right here. So right now we're coming up to this trend line area right here, connected to these two pivot areas. This one needs to go a little bit higher. So we need to get up to, so if we get bearishly retested this in the 4-hour chart and get rejected, I'm going to say probably altcoins are going to have a really good chance. And that's whenever we start looking at definitely some good altcoin longs, and we get rejected here, breakout trades will have a higher probability of playing out. Now, if we get above the 4-hour SMA 50, we may come all the way up to Monday's high on this actually, because this is actually above Monday's low, and we'll fill up this bearish order block and then hopefully get rejected. And that's where, if we get all the way up there, where I'm going to be looking for support buys actually on this right here. And it'll be kind of like everybody's going to think it's a bear trap, and they're going to be like, oh, we're on lower. They'll get a little bit in profits on shorts, and all of a sudden it gets rejected from here and goes down. They're going to get wrecked on their shorts, and that's when the real fear will actually kick in on altcoins, I think, in my opinion. Or we might just break out here. So I'm looking at some of the tokens right now, and we're kind of like in the middle of it, and it's just, we're in one of those areas where we're just looking for the confirmation on it. So I might try taking some long positions and stuff like that. Like I think SUI long's looking pretty good. There's just a couple other ones out there as well too. And they're just right beneath breakout levels. And if you're right beneath a breakout level, you might as well just wait for the breakout level, because if it gets rejected, you're just going to get a pullback buy on it.
Right. Okay. Very, very amazing alpha right here. Sui has been looking really hot, Rob says. So maybe we'll have a look at that one. But so I like what you were saying about Bitcoin dominance and potentially timing those support entries, right? So I always ask this, but so on timing wise, what were we looking at? Because I know we've been going over that each and every single day. I mean, we basically said within this week, we're going to sort of see some things happening for Bitcoin within the next 6 to 7 days, right?
Yeah. So on the so let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Well, let's see here. We're at the already highs here. We're getting kind of a bearish crossover. So we might be seeing that more sooner than later. So maybe potentially maybe we'll get a good altcoin weekend. We'll see. Sometimes weekends lack liquidity, so it's hard to tell. I got birthday party to take my kids, so I honestly hope we don't get anything till Monday.
Yeah, the FOMO will be real if not. Yeah, but we'll be having a party in the hive, guys. So if we are going to get that altcoin weekend, you do want to tune in tomorrow, because Rob will be posting some of the setups that you should be looking at if you're not in the group. And if you're not in the group, I don't know why you're not. The link's in the description below. Get in the group, guys. Get your free $100. That's what I'm saying. So if we get that altcoin weekend, we will be having a party in the hive. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we got, let's see here, another 2 hours and 48 minutes till this candle closes, and we'll see if we get rejected. If not, basically I'm just going to set an alert on close underneath my 4-hour SMA 9 on Bitcoin dominance. I close underneath it. It's like, all right, we're getting rejected. It's time to open up some long positions and do some breakout trade and find out where volume's at.
Right. So that could be coming sooner rather than later if that happens. So we're going to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm even looking at like Sol right now came down and retested, and it actually wasn't that very much of a fill of a pattern. And so some tokens are sitting there holding up strong. But like I'm looking at it here, it's not very much volume after the retest. We don't see right now after this. So this is where you get kind of tricked out on breakout trading, where breakout trading can be hard. So we have a bullish change of character. We broke this trend line here. But if you look at the volume right now, the volume's falling. So as this price is going up, the volume's going down. That usually means buyers are exhausted. And a best entry right now, actually, for a bullish change of character is at the bullish order block all the way down here at $133. So there's a chance that we kind of go up a little bit more, get rejected around this Monday's high or this bearish FEG. Right here, we got rejected off of right here. So we might come back up here, double top, and then kind of come down. And that's where, so if people bought right here, they're going to be taking a loss down here, maybe get like a liquidity grab, which we go over that. And we went over in group what it, in the hive, what the liquidity grab is. So with that being said, so what's going to happen is if this does play out right here, is in this zone right here. This bullish order block is it's going to come down here. People are going to be hopeful that's another retest. They might add to their position, and they're going to have their stop losses down somewhere in this area, and they're going to get stopped out here, and then buyers are going to come in and buy it back up and come right back up and kind of bear trap on it, and go off to the upside. And all the people that have their stop losses down here, it's called sell side liquidity, SSLs, and it's just basically getting wrecked, and then it takes off without you. And that's just typically usually my most favorite parts to buy on it. I look for that long wick down to the bottom of it, and once it closes back up in it, it takes off. That's whenever I usually get my entries. That's usually the best entries for me. That's where my favorite entries are at, to be completely honest. So Sol is one I'm gonna be looking at. Let's go ahead, like, just so you guys can see in the we have a tips right here. Let me find it. Hive trading. I'm already in it. So Hive trading tips. So yeah, liquidity grabs. This is what they look like. You have like support right here, your SSL, sell side liquidity. You have this coming right down right here, and you basically get stopped out, then it takes off. So I'm gonna be looking for something that kind of looks like that right here. So that's what a liquidity grab is. We do have some more stuff in here for people to read as well too. So liquidity grabs, and there's also liquidity sweeps as well too. So the difference between liquidity sweep, liquidity grab, those sell side liquidity, where it goes down underneath there, and it closes underneath it, and it kind of just goes sideways for a little bit and then recovers it. That's also another scenario that can happen as well too. And typically people will call them bull traps or bear traps, depending on what way that this all kind of happens and plays out. And we do in the trainings, we will be having ways that you can help trade these kind of types of trades as well too.
Right. I like this a lot. So this is like, wow, it's like alpha you don't see on other channels. You see a lot of trend lines being drawn, but like the way that Rob interprets the charts, reads the charts, talks about these liquidity sweeps, liquidity grabs, we're looking at $133 Solana potentially to come down there, maybe wick underneath. And this is the kind of stuff we teach on the channel. That's right, Watchmen. Solid teaching. Rob is one of the best of the best. Okay. So you have an excellent mentor, and you have this information for free. So we do appreciate your support and liking it, sharing it, and, telling people about the group, because right now it is free and we want as many people to take advantage as possible. So we're giving you that setup now. Solana, looking for that potential liquidity grab or sweep down to $133 level, guys. That's number one. And it looks like we're going to, let's have a look here on Fartcoin. If we get anything else we can give them.
So yeah, Fartcoin, I'm looking at it. So we nailed, as you saw, the results on Fartcoin short. Yeah, that one sounds so hard. But Fartcoin short. So we nailed some take profits. We didn't get our last take profit on it. So I'm looking at it now. We did a bearish change of character in the 4-hour chart, actually, I think it was, and 2-hour. What it looks like to me, we have a bearish FVG. We're getting rejected off of the 4-hour SMA 9 again. We're right back at our entry on our short. So that's why we take profits on our way down, move up our stop losses, make sure you close trades. So that, because if it comes back up, there's a lot of times where it comes right back to entry, and you get to play the same trade over again. So we might be actually just doing the same play that we have in group already again here. If we get rejected off this 30-minute SMA 50, I think I'm going to take entry, and we're going to be looking at getting the rest of the take profits. I like to get it down to 37 cents to close the trade completely, or to stop shorting it, and there's probably a very strong support I'm looking at. This is also a 1-hour. So 1-hour bearish boss entry is actually all the way up at 42 cents. But with that 4-hour SMA 9 we're getting rejected off of, I don't think we're going to get that high until we kind of come down. I might be actually able to add another take profit down a little bit lower in this bullish order block. I kind of want to see it all the way down in here. So this is just looking like it just looks like a re-entry of the same trade that we already played in group. You guys saw profits already taken in it. And it's just, we're trading with this trend here now till this goes as it goes to downside, until, let's look at this right here. We got bearish oscillators kind of coming in here a little bit. So yeah, it looks like the 1-hour downtrend. This is going to be a 1-hour downtrend till the end. Does it mean that it's bearish? No, it means we're trading this trend. And let's see how far exactly we are down from this low right here. So I think we nailed the Fartcoin long as well too a while back ago. Yeah, we have more room to get down to at least the 0.5 fib, the 618. So there's just plenty of room to get down to the downside on this trade right here until we kind of fill up this pattern that's kind of printing. Then once we start getting down this area, we'll probably flip black longs. We'll be looking for bullish divergences probably in the 4-hour chart. Let's look at this 4-hour chart. We are showing bearish momentum right here. We need to get above 20 if we get a close above that SMA 9. But if we don't, this might just go kind of sit. So if you kind of look at it like over in here, we went sideways on the Stosh RSI over here, and it just brought this price action down. So we need to see how it got. So let me just look at this. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. And this is why using multiple confluences, not just one thing, is very important.
Yes.
So you kind of look right here on how like we faked out on the 9 right here and just went down further. Now it's right in this area right here. So like say if you even took an entry right here, you would have sat there and left with a small loss, got rejected. You could have shorted it and made your money back real easy. But there was no bullish divergences at that time, no confluences, and it was actually at a level where it was kind of iffy. It wasn't above 40. And it just was at an iffy level right there. So right now we're looking to see if we can hold 50. If we don't hold 50, we'll probably go back down to the 40 area, and that will give me more confidence that, hey, that we're at the lows right here. We're going to sit there and see if we can hold these levels down in here, and that there bounce up here. That would make this kind of go sideways a little bit, then bounce up, and would be closing above the 9 with a full fib retracement, which gives me a lot more confidence to open long on Fartcoin. Until then, maybe short down till there.
Wow. Okay. Another big teaching lesson here. All the alpha on how to get in and out of short coin. Why can we not say this? Short coin now I'm saying. Shark coin.
Short.
Yeah, it's a wacky Thursday.
Both times fast. Trade both. The same thing.
Yeah. But it's forming a nice falling wedge, and but yet, yeah, this downtrend is your friend until it's not anymore till the end. Then we may be looking to long it. But this is very interesting. And Rob also points out what he's looking at on the charts. So when you open the charts in the group, you kind of have an idea of what to look at, and it's still another teaching process for you. So all of these different types of confluence. Now, if you're looking at the Lux Algo indicator, which shows the order blocks and the bullish change of characters and things like that, we do teach you how to use that in the group as well, and it's very convenient. It makes things very simple and much easier, so you don't have to do them manually, right? So we do teach about that in the group, and these are all the things to look for. So if you can master sort of the different types of confluence across the board and the different things Rob looks at, volume, okay, all of the different stuff that we teach on the channel, then you're going to be a much more successful trader. And I know that was one of our biggest, New Year's resolutions, to be more successful traders, and also to be more fit and more in shape and have sharper minds and just be a best version of ourselves. So make sure you go back and you rewatch this and you look at all of these different clues, so you start to pick up on this when you read your own charts. I see here, Baby Whale Shark, thank you so much for reposting this, guys. Do please share this and smash a like, hit the subscribe. It helps support the channel and, our efforts to come to you each and every day free for now, give you as much value as possible. Watchman wants us to go over Uniswap. I don't know if do we have a few minutes to briefly look at Uniswap? Lots of bullish news on it. So Watchman is a member of the group. We do prioritize members of the group. And when things start getting hot, we do get a ton of requests. So if you're not in the group, you want to get in the group. So maybe your analysis will be on the live stream. And Raw Food Writer, when crypto moon? That is a great question. And we've been going over that basically the whole past month about how there's bullish divergence building up on the others chart, the others dominance chart. That Bitcoin could potentially seeing a local bottom here. So, if we get some momentum back in, we've been discussing a potential bullish Q1. Okay. So we're looking for bullish Q1, potentially selling may go away. That's just to catch you up on, weeks worth of analysis here on the channel. You're going to have to go back and watch all of these YouTubes. That is absolutely worth it, guys. Put it on double speed, do whatever you have to do, but listen to the analysis, because it is gold. You don't get this kind of analysis for free anywhere else. I can guarantee you that. So we're getting into Uniswap for a second here. Watchman says he's been seeing bullish news on it.
Yeah, I mean, charts are definitely not showing bullish news on it. Like we technically, like on a technical standard right now, like if you did not tell me there's bullish news on it, I'll just sit there and say this broke down from this pattern right here. I'll look for the bearish retest of this bearish FEG from. We also have a bearish change of character and take profit down here. Like it's basically this is a short setup, but there's no volume on the pullback either. So let's see. Let's look at the 4 hour. So there's no volume on the breakdown. So bearish retest. I would be. Yeah, we're underneath the 1 day SMA 9 we bearishly retested it actually yesterday. So, I mean, to me, I'm not seeing anything bullish on the token at the moment.
Right. And that just goes to show that news doesn't always, I mean, it hardly ever reflects in price lately in the market, right? So it's show me the charts and I'll tell you the news usually. But I mean, bullish news is coming out left and right about a lot of things, and the market is not really. It's not one of those markets where things just pump on bullish news, right? So sometimes the fundamentals and the news are well ahead of price action, and that's just how it is. So that's why trading comes in handy, because you could just pull up the chart. And remember, the quick rule of thumb, guys, if you want to see if a coin is, macro bullish on the higher time frames, look at that 1 day 9. That's what we teach in the course as well. When you get that, that'll be one of your biggest indicators, or your easiest ones, is to just check quickly. Okay, is it above or below? Right. And then you zoom in and you check out other things.
Yeah, so I'm not really seeing too much that's bullish on it. 3-day chart, I'm looking at it. We're getting a bearish crossover on the Stosh RSI. Like, it looks like if, I mean, the easiest thing I could sit there and say is put alerts above the on the 4-hour SMA 9, and we need to close above 561ish, 562, and to make a bear trap. So I mean, basically, in order for a safe long on it, you would like to see it to come back up to here. Where's my drawing thing? You'd like to see it come back up to here, close above it, bullishly retest it, and then get back up to here. And then after that, you'll just sit there. The breakout level will be all the way up to here. But you'd have to see kind of a bear trap right here. But this box right here that it made, that was making right here, which I was actually watching this, going up and down. Actually, our key signal on it, on this box here, I wasn't paying attention to every single day, but that right there is a lower high. So it actually had a nice signal that when we started making this box here, that there was a probability that we would not actually hold this support, that would actually break down from it, which we did. Not strong volume on it, so there is a potential of a bear trap with not strong volume. But if it comes back up and bearish retest it, there's a high probability that we're going to get back down to this bullish order block about $5.
Right. Okay. There you go. So that's when the charts really come in handy, because if you're buying right now in the bullish news, you might get burned, right? You might get burned. So that's why the charts are really helpful, even for longer term investors who are looking to add to your long term bags. You could potentially get a much better entry. And for trading, obviously, yes, this is what we want to do. So there you go. That actually is very helpful for you just to analyze your own charts, guys, whether you're looking at Uniswap or any other coin, as to, what to look for. That's the most important thing, is teaching how to fish and learning how to come up with this analysis on your own, right? So Rob does help. I mean, Watchman's constantly posting in the group, so many community members, and Rob is constantly teaching, mentoring. It's really an amazing resource that we're bringing to you free of charge right now. So it really is a no-brainer to get in there and ask questions, learn, soak in as much as you possibly can before, things start to take off. Because, when they do, it often happens in a violent way, and it leaves a lot of people behind who have been on the sidelines, or sort of given up, or, not been tuning in.
Yeah, because there'll get to be a point where things start taking off and you don't know how to get so what usually happens is after like a big down. So say if you did buy Uniswap right here, and then it goes down a nice good 10, 11%, maybe a little bit, say it goes down a little bit lower, it goes down like 15%, something like that. And you're just kind of like, oh man, you get out of it right down in this area, you take your loss. You're like, I can't believe I bought on the news again. I bought this right here. Then all of a sudden it bear traps on this area right here. And you're going to be so negative on it to where it comes down like this right here. Say it does something like this, and you're like, oh, it's going to be going up. Nope. And then it goes down here. Like, all right, I'm out. This thing's dead. Then all of a sudden it comes back up here. Like, oh, it's just another fake out. Retest it like that. Puts a little lower high. That's your signal right there to actually buy right in here. This is just a liquidity grab or a liquidity sweep that I just showed you guys. And everybody's going to be sitting there like, nope, it's just and you're going to hear the news. Nope, this is just a fake out. So you either have a chance to buy on this lower high after that liquidity grab, that long wick right there, or you have the chance to buy on the swing high right here, where it breaks out from that level right here, and that's gonna be your two buy signals, and this goes right back up to here. So there's a potential of something like that happening as well too. But whenever this area comes right here, you're already so hurt from taking this loss down in here, typically right where the liquidity grab is at. You're so hurt in that one here that you don't trade it, you don't even make up your wins on it, and you just go and you come back a week later and you look at it. And you can tell that I've been through this because I can talk about it like this happened to me before. So I mean, I share my pain that I've gone through, and it just goes up like that. So knowing like this little higher low thing, like so save you or just save you that down draw right there, and to look for that first lower high on there. Look for that break of the 9. Look for the break of the 12-hour 9, something like that. Where's the 12-hour 9 at? It's all the way up here. The 1-hour 9, 1-day 9's up here. We broke underneath the SMA 50 on the daily and 12-hour time frame. So we're just underneath everything telling us bearish momentum, that every bounce is a fake out right now until proven otherwise.
And there you go. Now you have a masterclass in, what to look for as far as when everybody's telling you something's bullish. Well, let's just pull up the chart and see what the chart is telling us. So yeah, this was a very good, valuable learning lesson as well on the channel. It really is gold, guys. Like, this is how you learn how to trade and become a better trader. And what we did give you is Solana. So we're looking for that liquidity grab, liquidity sweep around $133. For those of you who are just tuning in, we went over that earlier. So do watch this again, and potentially that is happening. Then we give you the fart coin short, and then we went over Uniswap, teaching you about how to look at the chart and how to determine whether it's bullish or bearish just right off the bat, right? So there's a lot going on here, and that's just what it is. So I'm really happy with this episode. Night, we've been smashing Night as well. Really a lot of trades on Night. How long we've been trading Night now? Like a few weeks, it feels.
Yeah, we got the whole uptrend on it. We nailed that. And then once we put in this lower high that was right in here, we started shorting it. We're down 25%. So, and I also said in group that we're coming back to this big support right here. We might be able to long Night up to this trend line. So we might be trading it again. This is just one of those ones where I believe it's going to do really well. But right now, I do believe that we need to die on it and get all the way back down to here. But there's going to be ups and downs the whole time. So I'm actually kind of looking at it right now. Remember how on the Uni token that we just said that we need to create a lower high or a higher low if it goes all the way down there and kind of liquidity grabs? Well, if you kind of look at Night, you can kind of see that same idea kind of playing out. We got a higher low right here. Now we just need to break this bearish order block right here and have a breaker block. We break above that one here, retest it. We actually might be going up to this trend line. So we might be doing a long on Night now. We shorted the whole 25%. I think I gave at least 5, 6, 7, 8 entries as well too on the whole way down here to kind of nail it. So we might be getting back up to here around another like 15%, 10% pump up to this zone right here. So I'm going with the order blocks right here just because things don't go. I'm not looking for it to go straight up. This Night's been having really nice price action, so I expect to kind of go like this a little bit and just work its way up and then kind of hit up in this area. So maybe by like January 20th or something, we can have some good we have some good long plays or something like that on Night. And yeah, so I'm just looking at it where we potentially have a higher low right here. And if that confirms that, how I'm going to confirm that is a close above this order block in the 15-minute chart. That's going to be sniping the entry. That means we broke the 1-hour SMA 9 as well too, basically. And let's look at the 4 hours, see what the 4 hours at. That's going to be the only trick right now is we might be bearishly retesting the 4-hour SMA 9. So the safest entry would be actually a close above that. But if we start getting good volume in the 15-minute chart and stuff like that, if you see this volume popping up right here, we see that volumes just keep increasing. That means we have a high probability of breaking that 4-hour SMA 9 as well too. Let's go ahead. We are trying to break the 50 level on the Stosh RSI. We also have bullish divergence on the RSI. So I'm giving you guys another potential setup here. So bullish divergence, higher high on the RSI, and then a lower low on the price action. So we are showing us some strong mid time frame bullish divergence. Let's go ahead at 12-hour time frames. We're kind of going sideways. We can't really go any higher than that one because it's too new of a token. So I only work with what I have here. So Night is actually starting to look bullish to me again. We've been shorting it for a good week or two, and now it's looking like it might be time to long off of this support here and at least get up to this trend line. Do we break the trend line? I have no idea. We'll be able to tell. Hopefully we can tell once we get up there, but if we get rejected if we reject it, we'll just flip short and short it the rest of the way down.
Hey, there we go. There's the plan for Night. Night has been awesome. We've been crushing it in the group on Night. That's some fantastic analysis, Rob. And now you guys got another setup. So that's pretty awesome. Watchman says, solid teaching on staying cautious on front-running news on a token. Yes, when the charts are not lining up with the news just yet. And again, like the news is not really affecting the altcoins right now. The altcoins have been sort of, they're doing their own thing. We're not in that point in the market where some bullish news comes out and the token takes off and does like a, 100% pump. But we will potentially be there, just not right now. So yes, absolutely amazing TA. That's right, Watchmen on Night. We're crushing on Night. So if you guys want to trade Night, get in the group. We do have the Clash fam in full force. I don't know if Clash is on BYDFI yet. I don't think it is, but we will.
It's in the meme section. It is in the meme section.
Okay, so it is. So it's in the meme token trading section. So we are trading on BYDFI in the group. Cam, are you in the Telegram group in the Hive? We may just give you a little gem right now. I know you're in the Discord, but maybe we'll do some quick analysis on Clash. All that we ask is you tell the Clash fam to come and sign up to the Hive and get involved in the group, and tell your friends about it. So let's do a quick analysis on that for Cam, because he has been in the Discord. And he's been talking and supporting the group. So let's just have a quick analysis on Clash as we close this stream out, and then we'll be coming to you for more tomorrow. And Cam is front running because Cam says he's got his moonshine already. I don't know if you're actually drinking that moonshine right now, but we're having crypto and cocktails tomorrow, Cam. So you better be showing up with that moonshine tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So I mean, right now, Clash. Not very much volume on MEXC. That's the only thing I'm not really liking. The volume is not going trending up. With the price action, it's trending down. Oh, let's see here. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. All right, so if I was looking to buy Clash, I wouldn't be buying it right now. We're getting too close to resistance for a buy on a meme token like this one here. I would actually be looking to buy somewhere around this support area right here. Why is that? If you ever heard yet the golden slap rule right here, it looks like we're going to be getting a golden slap, and usually that's what's been happening in the market. That's how we nettle all these shorts in the past couple of days. I said golden slap, I think I told everybody about the golden slap when it all happened. So right now, it just looks like Clash is getting ready to pull off the golden slap. And golden slap isn't technically bearish, but it does give you a pullback. And usually I short the pullbacks, but this here, you'll be looking for a pullback to around this area here, which lines up with the SMA 200, what I'm basically looking at, which lines up with this support and kind of this area as well too. So, and this is all looks like a nice support right here. So this getting rejected from this trend line right now. Looks like that we can get this area right here. And if we do get to that area down there and that holds, what I would be looking after that, I believe we could get a breakout. Reason being is because it's going to put in a significant, we have a lower low right here. Say we do hold this area here, it's going to be a higher low. We're going to be starting a uptrend. And just looking at that right here, we did put this higher low right here in on a smaller one. So with that trend right there, you see how I kind of put that, it kind of fits in right in that area. So coming down to this trend line right in this area, all in this zone, all coming in here. It's a meme token, so it's going to have some, you have to give it a nice big zone, maybe make a scaling zone from here to here or something like that, and just kind of scale in until it kind of comes back up here. And then after that, we'll be looking for the breakout of this trend line. If we get a breakout of that trend line, we will be able to take, after that confirms, I'll sit there and say, let's go ahead and go from here and go to the bottom here, and we can start using the Fibonacci's on it and look for Fibonacci take profits or price discovery. But I wouldn't sit there and say like right now just to sit there and take enter and go aim for those. I'll sit there and say look for that higher low down in here, and then we'll start aiming for those entries, and we'll see where the Fibs take us.
Wow. Okay, Clash fam. If you liked it, I mean, guys, how good is Rob's TA? I mean, he's just such an amazing teacher. Smash that like and hit the subscribe as a show of support. And Cam, I see you're asking how do you join. So the link is in the description for the Hive Telegram group. That's where all our signals are going out right now. The VIP trading setup. So basically, you go to the Hive verification bot on Telegram, and it'll take you to BYDFI. You sign up to BYDFI exchange. No KYC necessary. Use your Gmail. You deposit any amount, even $5, okay? You transfer that to your futures account, and you get a $100 bonus for free. And, if you don't see the bonus, you just DM me, or I'll, again, I have it pinned in our announcements on the Hive, my actual username. So, if anybody DMs you and asks you for money or your seed phrases, you guys know the drill. I'm not going to do any of that. The only thing I will ask you for is your user ID on BYDFI to make sure you've been credited your bonus. $100 for free. So, Cam, I hope to see you in there to get that bonus. And all of you Clash people, tell all your friends, because this is not going to be going on too much longer. But so basically back to Clash. I love this analysis. We've got the scale in zone, and then potentially if it breaks that trend line, the price discovery. But actually, so this is what we're talking about here on the channel. If you're a long-term investor or you're accumulating, waiting for, prices to go higher potentially, and you really believe in the token, there's potentially a better entry for you. So we're looking at the golden slap. Okay, that's one of Rob's signature, techniques and analysis here on the channel that has saved so many people from getting into trouble. Looking for that, guys. So scaling in on that support, you can buy Clash on BYDFI in the meme section. So that's amazing. Sorry,
I think it's called Moon X. This section is like it's like all memes on chains. I think it's called Moon X or something. So you click that one, that's in there.
Moon X. Yeah, that's right. So you can buy it on Moon X on BYDFI. And in the meantime, get your $100 bonus and start learning how to trade. But Clash Fam, we support you. We love you here on the channel. We know you've been tuning in for a long time. So thank you, Rob, for that. And now you know what to look for. Guys, this has been another master class. Okay, these aren't lives. These are master classes that we're running every single day, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we appreciate all of you tuning in. If you're tuning in on X, go ahead and retweet this and, just show us some love, guys, because we're doing some effort here to make sure we get to you each and every day. And we're having a lot of fun. We just like to hang out with you guys. We like to know where you're tuning in from, what you're drinking. Tomorrow is crypto and cocktails. So think about what you're going to drink tomorrow. If you don't want to have a cocktail, pull up with your coffee, your matcha, whatever floats your boat, your popcorn, because tomorrow we're going to be getting really into the juice. You've already got a lot of setups from Rob today, and we're going to give you some setups going into the weekend before, we won't see you over the weekend. So we're hoping to see you there tomorrow to have a party, guys, and your drink of choice. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Rob, any last words before we sign off?
Confirmations. Wait for confirmations as of right now. Yesterday was keep your head on a swivel. Right now, it's more about confirmation.
Okay, I like it. The Clash Fam is just on one today, drinking red breast cask strength whiskey. Wow, you guys are really you got the moonshine, a whiskey. I like it. Okay. That's the vibe. That's the vibe of the Clash Fam. So here on the Hive, we don't discriminate. We'll drink the moonshine, we'll drink the whiskey, bourbon, whatever floats your boat. All right. Non-alcoholic coffee, guys. We're just having a good time because we here on the Hive, we have great vibes. That is just the thing. Great vibes. Winners win. The winning mentality, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to succeed and get free. Be free. Okay. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this show today on this fine Thursday, wherever you are in the world, and we will be coming back to you tomorrow for our last live stream of the week at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss out. We want to see you guys there. Okay. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.